On the 25th of July, our church celebrates the feast day of Saint Eupraxia. The following are some details on her life and works. Eupraxia was named after her mother, an aristocrat and wife of a senator named Antigonos, who in turn was a distant kinsman but close friend of the Byzantine emperor, the Theodosius I. The senator and his wife were important figures in state circles, but loomed large on the religious horizon as well. Their active participation in church matters proved them to be devout and generous Christians. The daughter made her introduction to the church at a very early age. Early too was her betrothal to the son of a ranking member of the Senate, as was the custom of the day. However, when the daughter was 5 years old, Antigonos died suddenly, after which his grief-stricken widow decided to relieve her sorrow with a pilgrimage. She went to Jerusalem, accompanied by her daughter and namesake. It would have been the customary round trip, but the mother was in no hurry to return. After spending several weeks in the Holy City, mother and daughter went to Egypt, where they were the guests of a nunnery near Thebes, a visit which would set the course of the daughter's life. The devout mother was delighted that her child was happy to be at the nunnery, which she seemed to prefer to the playground. 2 years passed quickly, and the elder Eupraxia suggested returning to Constantinople to see to the affair that had been left to her. But the daughter, at the age of 7, announced her firm decision to become one of the nuns. The mother was not unaware of the girl's intentions, but was concerned only with her welfare when she told the child that the consequences of such a decision meant a rigorous life of self-deprivation and study that she was perhaps too young to fully realize. The child's mind, however, was made up, and following a meeting with the abbess, who recognized the adult sincerity of the girl, the younger Eupraxia was granted her wish. The mother soon after had an ominous dream about her imminent death, and after some agonizing weeks of illness, she passed on. Her last wish was that her child become a worthy servant of the Lord. The younger Eupraxia achieved spiritual as well as physical maturity in the nunnery, meanwhile proving herself to be the bride of Christ in the highest tradition and with devotion that gave her an angelic appearance. When she had come of age to inherit the vast estate that had been held in trust for her, she directed that all she owned be disposed of, and that the wealth be distributed among the poor and to nunneries and monasteries allied with the church. Eupraxia had been invited to return to Constantinople by the Emperor Theodosius, who was not aware of the depth of her devotion. He anticipated that the marriage arranged when she was scarcely beyond infancy would now be consummated. In a letter to the emperor, she made an impassioned plea for permission to remain at the nunnery as the bride of the Saviour. There came a reply that her noble decision met with royal approval. Eupraxia lived to the age of 30. During her lifetime, saintliness became clearly evident. She died on the 25th of July.